Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4, Episode 2. So let's get to it, shall we? I say I'm gonna take some time off, y'all. All the cashiers, they was like, somebody stole her truck. It's like you can hear it all throughout the store. This Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Detroit, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Power Book 4, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, Roxstars, before we get started, I know I'm looking a little, I know I'm looking tired because I am tired. It's early Monday morning, the day after Father's Day. I hope you guys all had an amazing Father's Day out there. We had a pretty good Father's Day, went to the movies, planned on going to this Balinesian restaurant, and then got there and they were closed on Sunday. So, child, we ended up at Cheesecake Factory because everything was crowded and we didn't feel like waiting. And actually, it wasn't so bad. Last couple of times I had been to Cheesecake Factory wasn't good, so I was just like, I ain't going back there. But I was getting irritated. I was hungry. You know, I'm a different person when I'm hungry. So they had to feed me. So yeah, we had a good time, Miss Jada, all of that. So that is the reason why you are getting the Roxanne that you're getting right now. Did a little too big last night. Just a smidge, y'all. Y'all know the kids gone. Finally have some adult time without trying to be quiet and shit. So yeah, it was a good night. It was a good night, you guys. So here I am before the guy comes to wash my car because it is filthy. Okay, so the studio's getting a bath, y'all. Don't y'all feel good for it? Okay, let's just get to this so we can get it done. Also, before we get started, let me just a little disclaimer for those of you guys who might be new seeing me. I think most of you guys, know my style of review when it comes to the Power series at this point. But for those of you guys who don't know, that might be new here, this is how we do our reviews here, okay? I am all for the embellishment, all right? I try to stick to the regular storyline. I tell you guys what's happening, but I add my own script. I add my own dialogue, okay? And yes, it's just for the joke, all right? So I don't need anybody out there telling me that I'm saying something different than what they said and all that. It's just like, yes, we already know that. We already know that, okay? If you need a more serious review, there are plenty of people out there that do them. Okay, and that's fine. If you don't like my style, just go watch somebody else. That easy. But please don't come to my house telling me how to fucking run it. Thank you. So yeah, the story opens with Crazy Carter. That is now officially Michael Ealy's name. Crazy Carter is on the case, remember, and he is out there investigating this shooting that happened at the school, because why wouldn't he be? And him and his team, they already got it figured out, like, we got Tariq's prints on the gun. And the bad guy gets shot by Tariq. You know, the bad guy supposedly shoots nephew Junior, and then Tariq shoots the bad guy. Yeah, this is a little too tidy. They already know, okay? And we just doing the investigation right there. They already know Tariq is not getting away with it. And speaking of Tariq and Mel, they're staying on the campus, which is just... I mean, I understand they let Tariq back in school and everything, but I don't understand why they keep on letting that man back in, even if he hasn't been found guilty of anything. Just the look of Tariq having him there. And then you got Mel there too, who was doing drugs and stuff. Like, he should be not even able to go on campus, but again, this is Power Book 2 Ghost, you guys. And then, of course, Mel don't have anywhere else to go. Remember, his family has shunned him, so... yeah, they get on up and get dressed and everything, go outside, and the students are all looking, okay? They're always, amazed or upset by Tariq's presence, but he definitely makes a difference around there, okay? Some are real happy, thank you so much, Tariq, for shooting the shooter. Even though this is New York and you ain't even supposed to have a gun, and I'm just like, so he was just gonna be able to get away with it just because he shot the active shooter? I mean, I guess. Why was he there? It seems like that would be the question, considering all the shit that Tariq has been attached to. But no, that's not what the case is. Except for one guy, this guy who has a podcast. He don't really quite believe it. And he ain't really feeling Tariq or Mel. Actually, a lot of the students there aren't feeling Mel. Hey, are you Mel Gibson? Yes. You know what? Fuck you. My mom lost her retirement because of you. He was like, nigga, that was my damn family. I ain't had nothing to do with it. I'm only 20 years old. Anyway, you know, Mel, he's real irritated with the whole 9 to 5. You know, him and Tariq, oh, they are just so upset. Why is it that they took that money that they was making, all that big money that they was making for granted? Okay, and I was just like, what the fuck did you do with the money? Because you guys was making a whole bunch of money. Ain't nobody got shit to show for it. I mean, ain't even got a damn car. Y'all was hustling backwards, if you ask me. I mean, it seemed like you would have had stashes somewhere. Didn't you learn anything from your daddy? But yeah, the good news is they let Tariq back in school. The bad news is he got student loans. And I already told you guys what a scam student loans are, right? So yeah, Tariq is down on himself. Maybe I'm not as smart as I thought I was. So you know, on student loans, sometimes you have to also work on campus, try to work off some of that debt. So Tariq, he's the common person now. So he goes to see the lady and she shuffles him on in. And hey, we gave you an assignment. You know, you're going to be working in the laundry, gym laundry, library, and candy shop. That's your assignment. Tariq is disgusted. I was like, well, I mean, at least you get to go to school, Tariq. I mean, Mel don't even get to do that. Now, jumping over to Drew and Kane, child. So, you know, they out there trying to figure out who did this shit to Monet, even though Kane knows for a fact that it was indeed Tariq. But you know what? He gonna go through the motions, crack a few heads, you know, do what he gotta do. And Drew is with them, you know, fucking up as usual, all zoned out, you know, because he see a little painting, a memorial of Gordo on the wall, and that didn't put the poor boy over. I said, poor Drew. Okay, now we supposed to be smashing heads, Drew. I'm gonna need you to hold on to the man that I'm smashing heads. Okay, oh, I'm sorry. That damn Drew, I'm telling you. No, so Kane give him a couple of uppercuts and whatnots, and you know, he just tired of this. Afterwards, he tell Drew, like, I don't understand why I'm out here beating niggas' asses. They ain't got shit to do with it when Diane already told us that it was Tariq. And Drew, oh, cause she made a mistake. Okay, keep looking. And Diane, you ask, where is she? Oh, she's at the Walgreens getting a pregnancy test. Okay, so that's how her day is going. I was like, you guys called that out last week. I didn't know it was so obvious, you guys. And then Effie, child, talk about somebody hiding their head under the sand. She thinking about applying for this, you know, scholarship program at Stanford. And I was just like, girl, with all the shit you got going on, you think you got time to be running to Stanford? What is happening? And then, of course, we see Monet. Monet is working hard on her fitness, okay? And she got her homegirl there. Actually, it's her cousin Janet. All right, Golden Brooks. I was like, I was wondering how they was going to bring her in. Yeah, Janet is a cousin of Auntie Monet, and she trying to help her get her strength back. So, yeah, Drew and Kane, you know, they come on back to the house kind of pouty. Still upset because they ain't came up with nothing. Kane was like, Mom, we need to talk to you, you know, just the family. And cousin Janet was just like, oh, what am I, chopped liver? We sorry, Auntie, but you can't be in this. He was like, fine, I don't want to hear that shit anyway. And the feds coming after me. You know, they still going back and forth about Tariq. And Monet was like, well, Diane said that Tariq didn't do it. And Drew co-signs it. You know, of course he would, you know. And Noma already said that he was off limits. So Diane is trying to convince Kane that, you know, it was all on the up and up. And Kane was like, contrary to what Bobby and Whitney is over here trying to do. I said, I saw what you did there, Kane. I saw what you did there. But he's just like, yeah, they in cahoots with this whole thing. I'm surprised that Kane hasn't already figured out that Drew and Diane is involved, considering the fact that they are so adamant that Tariq didn't do it. Monet was just like, Kane, get it through your thick skull. Okay, Diane was in the car with me. Like, basically, she could have got shot too. Okay, Tariq could have shot Diane. No problem. I mean, you know, he might have been sad for a little while, but he'd have got over it. So anyway, you know, they talking about the business, and they tell her that Noma's gonna be supplying the Russians. She was like, what? Oh no, I worked too hard on that deal, and it's already real fragile. They was like, yes, we already know that. All right, we letting you know. Oh, I got to get down there. I got to talk to her. That's when cousin Janet got to step in. Absolutely not. You are not going down there. Okay, don't tell me what not to do. All right, Auntie Monet is going her ass down there to take care of this damn business because it's obvious these fucking kids can't do it. And then she got the spinnies and shit. I was just like, Monet, how are you fixing to do this? Well, ain't nothing worse than somebody that don't see the fucking writing on the wall. So anyway, you know, Monet, she got the spinnies, but once she get it together, she was like, everybody leave me the fuck alone. Get the fuck away from me. Okay, she fixing to go. So, you know, as she's trying to get herself together, you know, her and cousin Janet, they talking. And they talking about the good old days. Okay, we even get a flashback. And side note, the girl that they got to play the young Annie Monet, she looked just like young Mary J. Blige. I said, you guys did a good job with that. Anyway, the better days, you guys. Well, it depends on who you ask. But she's there with her baby, and you know, cousin Janet was just like, oh, when you was with your baby, you just seemed to be so happy. You had everything you need. Well, I don't know how this got twisted around in Monet's mind, but she was like, what the fuck you mean? Like, am I the monster because I wanted a better life for my family? Girl, who said that? Did you not hear what I just said? That's because a hit dog will holler. But yeah, shit was kind of fucked up when, you know, she's young. They ain't had too much money. Okay, they living in a little squalor, and, you know, brown water coming out the water pipes and everything. Yeah, you wouldn't want that shit for your baby either. I understand. Renzo get home, and she was just like, Renzo, we got to get out of here. Okay, we got to go. This is nasty. And he was just like, I'm working on it. Just be patient. So yeah, it times was tough, but I don't know if they didn't have to go all the way over the way that they did. But just because of that fact that she's worked so hard to get where she is, you know what? She gonna go talk to Noma. Cousin Janet don't want her to go, right? Girl, don't tell me don't go. Okay, forget the fact that she can't even open a goddamn pill bottle. But you know, it's like, what you think you about to do, Monet? But you can't tell Monet nothing. Now back to Diana. She goes to school, and sure enough, out of all of the classes on that fucking campus, we got Diana, Tariq, Effie, okay, LSK for light skinned Keisha, for those of you guys who don't know where that nickname came from. I don't know what that child's name is. It's some real, you know, name, some difficult name that I can't never remember. So she's LSK. Anyway, they in class, child, and they discussing some shit that I don't never care about, but somewhere in there talks about the phoenix raising out of the ashes, okay? And whatever. So after the class is over, you know, Effie catches up with Tariq. And Effie seems to believe that just because she apologizes to Tariq, everything is going to be okay. And he was just like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck away from me. After you turned on me the way that you did, you really got a lot of nerve. She was just like, well, Tariq, you got to give it to me. I did send you that text message letting you know that, you know, we were at the school, that they was coming to get you. And I was just like, yeah, Effie, and thank you for that and all, but they already knew that they was wanted. They already knew that they were hunted. You just confirmed that fact, but they already was looking over their shoulders. So it wasn't like you was really letting them in on the biggest secret. So in my opinion, that don't clear you, Miss Ma'am. And in Tariq's opinion, it doesn't either. So you know what? Get away from me with this, Effie. And he leaves. And then, of course, Diane walks up. What was that about? And Effie was just like, girl, don't worry about it. We need to talk. Diane was just like, okay, come by this candy shop later. I said, girl, wait till you find out who your new employee is, your new coworker. So Effie goes to the shop, and, you know, once they can find a little private area to talk, Effie is just like, we got to move this product for Noma. And Diane was just like, girl, I can't do that right now. I got a whole bunch of shit going on. You know, bitches' nerves is they ran. And she was just like, well, welcome to my fucking world. You think that I'm excited about that? I was like, Effie, are you working for Noma? Are you going to Stanford? Are you staying at this school? Like, what are you doing? Like, what is wrong with Effie? All right, Effie lives in different realities at different times on the show. So Effie was just like, fuck all that. You wanted some money, so now you here. Diane was just like, okay, well, give me a week or two. And Effie was just like, a week. Hurry it up, girl. Time is money. Now let's jump over to Noma. Noma is over there, and she's looking at her iPad, you know, the news. You know, we don't even look at newspaper anymore, you guys. Anyway, she's like, oh, looks like Crazy Carter's making my job easier for me, talking about the bus that they had. Looking at all this, she gonna set up a meeting with the Russians. Move her product with them, and a jilted lover boy. He was just like, oh, Noma, the Tejadas is not going to like that. I don't give a fuck. Did I ask what the Tejadas was gonna think? Whose side are you on anyway? Okay, jilted lover boy, he just can't win for losing, child. She was just like, hey, let me ask you a little question about them green cards that you got all of a sudden. You know, you've been asking me for these for a long time. Now all of a sudden you get them. He was like, it was done officially through the embassy. And she was just like, through the embassy, huh? All right. If you say so. But we gonna see. We gonna see. It better not be no shit with it either. She already don't see it for him. Ever since that kissing on the hand shit, you know, Noma don't see it for Jilted Loverboy no more. Or Jilted Loverboy was just like, absolutely not. Okay, I would never turn my back on you, Noma. Now, Effie, after she had left Diane, she also goes to see Noma. And Effie was just like, listen, girl, I'm working out here like a crazy person. Hell, I might as well do the shit by myself. That's pretty much what I'm doing around here. I want a bigger cut. Again, Effie, what fucking reality are we in right now? Okay, is it Stanford? Is it this school? Is it you drug dealing? Are you getting out the game? Like what? Noma was just like... You know, it's funny, you Americans. What is it? The word that they say you guys have moxie. I was like, bitch, if this had been earlier in the seasons, I would have been calling that bitch Moxie from the beginning. All right, that would have been Effie's nickname, but unfortunately so. And that one is not going to stick. She's been Effie too long. So Noma, she don't really know what to make of Effie. Maybe she might see a little bit of herself in Effie. Okay, let's see if you can prove yourself. Okay. So what can you do for me then? You know, Effie was like, I can bring you the Russians. Oh, the Russians? Okay, little college girl, hustling, doing that. Oh, okay, you think you can? All right. But of course, Jilted Lover Boy, now his toes getting stepped on because he supposed to be working on this shit now. That Noma, now what you doing? Okay. So she was just looking at her. She was just like, I give you 24 hours. Jilted Lover Boy don't like that. But sometimes the best man for the job is a woman. So yeah, Noma was just like, okay, you got 24 hours. All right, well, just like Beyonce, Effie makes all the use of them 24 hours, go straight to the fucking Russians. I was like, girl, yes, you do have some moxie. Okay, so yeah, she walk up in there. They in there discussing business and shop and all that. And she comes on in, little girl, we are, you know, that's a French accent, but little girl, we are busy right now, you know. And she was just like, oh, I just want something to drink. It is a bar, right? Yeah, but we closed. Oh, it won't take a minute. She goes and sits right in the middle of them. And remember, Effie is a black woman sitting in the middle of some Russians at a bar that they're talking and told her that it was closed. She just skittled her way up in between them. So they kind of looking at her, kind of intrigued. You can tell one is the head or whatever. And yeah, she kind of talking to him and whatnots. And what exactly are you here for? And she pulled out her phone and she was just like, for your daughter. Oh, shit. Now, you guys know in reality, the fact that this girl walked up in there with all her moxie and even brought up the daughter, they would have slit her throat right then. But of course, this is Power Book 2 Ghost Child. So yeah, what you mean? Why you got my daughter in your phone? Okay. Oh, your daughter's on the swim team, right? Them scores ain't looking too good. They a little struggly. Well, Effie can go in and fix her scores. All her scores. What? You can do that? I sure can, because I'm Effie. Student by day, drug dealer by evening, and IT person by night. So, you know, at first he was just like, you leave my daughter out of this. But then, you know, you really can do that? Okay, this girl looked like she might be able to do some things. She was just like, yep, okay, well, what do we need to do? You need to meet with my boss, Noma. Okay, I already told that bitch no. Okay, but listen. Don't you want your daughter to get to, you know, the places that she need to get? I don't know what we gonna do when the daughter get in that water and be slow as fuck behind everybody else, but that ain't even Effie's problem right now. So you're just like, you know, you want your daughter to progress, right? He sure do. Okay, well then I done already told you what I can do. All right. He gonna give it a little try. All right, we gonna meet with Noma tonight, 9 p.m. Be there or be square. I was just like, come on, Moxie. That shit might have worked. Except for a little person called Monet. Okay? Because Monet done got dressed up in her best drug dealer girlfriend duds and drove her Mercedes-Benz truck right on down there to the meeting place. Now, don't ask me why she know where the meeting place is, but that's neither here nor there, you guys. Anyway, she gets out the car and Noma and Jilted Lover Boy is standing there. The fuck are you doing here, Monet? You shouldn't even be here. You little wobbly on them heels, girl. Take your sick ass home. Monet was like, this is my city. Okay? I can walk wherever I want to. And you got my kids out there working like a damn slave. So Monet, you know, she fucking it up as usual because here comes the Russian pulling up with Effie. And, you know, Jilted Lover Boy was like, she needs to leave. The Russians are here. All right, of course, Monet don't know what's going on. Just talking as usual, fucking up the program. And I was just like, why didn't they just tackle Monet's ass and drag her off somewhere before the Russian could see? But of course, they didn't do that. So Monet sitting up there acting ass. And then here come Effie and the Russian. Oh, what is she doing here? Effie was just like, what the fuck is she doing here? And the Russian was just like, what is going on? Is this a setup? Oh, you guys love my Russian French accent. Is this a setup? And they was like, no. No, it's not a setup. You know what, the Russian, he ain't got time. All he knows is he in a dark alley with a whole bunch of niggas. None of his people is there, which makes absolutely no sense. Like, where's your backup? Why are you just there with Effie? Now, see, you slipping too. Who is running the shit out there? So he got his gun drawn, and Monet got her gun drawn. Jilted Lover Boy, Noma, everybody got guns on each other. I guess we just all fixing to die. So that Russian was just like, if you guys ever reach out to me again, I'm going to kill everybody here. Monet was just like, fuck you, you bitch ass nigga. Oh, that made you so tough. All right, while she over there having her second round of spinnies. I was just like, Monet, go home, girl. Don't nobody even care. The Russian get in this car and leave, and Noma and Jilted Lover Boy walk off, and Effie was just like, Monet, are you okay? Like, she the only one there that cared. So I guess she finally get her bearings and whatnot, so she get her ass back in the car, you know, and then she's driving, and she thinking about how she fucked up today. And then it flashes back to a different time again, when she was young, trying to make it happen for her family. This time, she's in the car with cousin Janet, and they get pulled over, and she's like, oh shit, you know, it's a gun in the car, you know, hide this away. And cousin Janet was like, what the fuck you doing with a gun? Okay, girl, we ain't got time to discuss that right now. So when the officer comes up, hi, officer, I'm sorry, I have a hungry baby in the back. You know, she just trying to get home, all right? Lil Kane back there in the car seat crying and whatnot. So I guess she was able to get away with it. But then later on, when she gets home, you know, Renzo was just like, what is this? You had a gun in the car and, you know, the baby in the back seat? She was just like that fucking Janet with her big ass mouth. He was like, don't even worry about that right now. What is going on? Oh, she went to go talk to Carlos. What you talking to Carlos for? All right, I already told you it wasn't time. And she was just like, if it wasn't time, then why wasn't I able to get this? Okay, her first little, you know, drug to distribute. And he was just like, you know what, you out there, you doing shit that you shouldn't be doing. Don't be having my kids mixed up in all your shit. It's not going to end well. All right, well, she gonna do whatever she gotta do for her kids and her family. And then we back to the present. She back home, and, you know, Monet is in trouble. Monet, what is wrong with you? You know, why would you go out there like that? You know, you could have got killed. Oh, she had to do what she had to do to protect her family, her kids. They mean everything to her now. I was just like, oh, look at Mama Bear there now. Oh, she cares so much, you guys. But Kane was like, you can fuck all the I did it for my family shit, Mama. I'm just let you know. You was out of your league now. Things have changed. I know it's only been a couple of weeks, but things move real quickly on the streets. Okay, they don't do it like how you used to do it anymore. You don't know what you're doing. You're going to fuck around and get yourself killed, get the rest of us killed. Just get out of it. Just leave it alone. The game don't need you no more. And honey, she don't like that. You're not fixing to tell Monet she can't do something. You know what? Get the fuck out. So Kane leaves. Leave y'all this whole fucking circus of family that you guys got going over here. He's gladly leaves. And, you know what? Monet is looking at Drew and Diane, you know, her loyal too. She was just like, y'all, I don't know. I kind of feel like Kane might be the one that was involved in trying to get me killed. And they was like, what? Oh, no, Kane didn't do this. And she was just like, well, ain't nobody got no lead from anybody else. It gotta be Kane. Who else could it be? I said, Monet, I'm sure you got plenty of enemies out there right now. Take your pick. So yeah, Monet believes that Kane did it. I was just like, wow. I tell you, Kane probably should have put a bullet in Monet when he had a chance. That's terrible to say. That's his own mama. That's her firstborn and everything. And she treat that boy the worst. Has absolutely no trust in him. Just nothing. So, you know, once Kane leaves there, he out doing whatever he doing. I'm seeing him watching some drug shit happening over there, you know. And then all of a sudden, Noma pulls up. And she was just like, boy, let me tell you something. Your mama, she a pain in the pussy. Mine. And he was just like, oh, well, to know Monet is to love her. Hey, look, he out here, he working, he bringing you money and everything. What's the problem, lady? She was just like, well, your mama just caused me to lose a big deal with the fucking Russians. You got 5 days to get my deal back. And I was just like, Noma, again, where's your team? Where's your people? The grown men, the one that are actually threatening and scary. Why do you have Kane, Effie, Tariq, Diane? Why you got all these people? Again, it'll never make sense to me. Maybe you guys can explain why she got kids running her business. So, since he got to get back in with the Russians, you know, who you gonna call? Effie, Moxie. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Y'all see what I did there? That wasn't even planned, y'all. Anyway, he on the phone with Effie. Girl, I need your help. I got to get back with these Russians for Noma. She gave me 5 days, yada, yada, yada. And she was just like, fuck no, Kane. I already did my part. I'm out. And she's supposed to be going on this interview for the Stanford position, the place, remember? So, you know, she ain't got time. And he was just like, of course you don't, because you always run when the going gets tough. And she was just like, well, you know, Effie. Again, her different realities. Noma is gonna kill you if you don't get it to happen, right? Well, she don't want that to happen. Hey, you know what? I'll go on and help you out. And there goes her Stanford dreams dashed, even though her ass probably didn't need to be going any fucking way. So, old Effie with the moxie goes back to the Russians with Kane this time. Now again, them Russians would have killed them before they even stepped foot in that damn establishment. But again, this is Power Book 2 Ghost. He was just like, you please tell me why I shouldn't kill you as soon as you walked in this door. And she was like, I'll tell you why. And she puts down on the table a picture of a whole bunch of guns, you know, real big, scary looking ones. And he was just like, so what's this? Oh, them the guns that Noma said, you know, you can go on and have. We're going to give them to you. They clean. Ain't got no problems with them. Nothing. She just trying to make good on things so we can move forward. And he was just like, okay, well, you know what? From now on, I just want to talk to you. Get rid of the nigga. The other one. Now, let's jump over to Davis. You know, Davis. All times is tough old Davis. You know, he got to move his staff to the house so that they can help him work on some shit. You know, he got his lead attorney there. She just concerned, like, are we going to even get a check next month? Yeah, girl, don't worry about it. Okay, what you need to worry about is this hard thing that's sticking out of my shorts right now that you looking real good. All right. I said, Davis, really? I'm trying to remember, did these two mess around before? Because are you trying to look for a sexual harassment case? But you know what, Davis, he's so irresistible. He does look good, you guys. Oh, he's so irresistible. Oh, my God, what the fuck is that? Oh, my God, you guys, it's outside. Oh, my God. Let me show you how big this fucking bug is. Can you guys see it? Oh, my fucking God. What the fuck is that? Look at how big it is. Look, and now I want to show. Oh, my God. Y'all, I gave me a fucking heart attack. I can't even concentrate. Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta hurry up. The man is coming to watch the studio, y'all. Oh my God. Okay, focus, Roxanne, focus. Child, what was I saying? Method Man Davis, lead attorney. Child, he look at her, she looking good, you know, and I can't think. He fucks the girl right there on the bed. I was just like, okay, I mean, I guess as long as everybody is on the same page, but nigga, you thinking about trying to keep this license, this practicing the certification or whatever, I don't think it's gonna happen. Where'd it go? It's gone. I'm sorry, you guys, just give me a minute. Let me just... Okay. I mean, I guess just like many of us, you know, she been waiting to jump his bones for a long, long time. I was like, girl, I know, but I need you to focus. And of course, when they go and sit before the board, you know what? They uphold the temporary suspension of his practicing license. I was just like, if you guys wasn't so busy fucking over there, maybe you could have built some sort of case around here. So, you know, Davis, he's so upset. He takes his ass. Did he go back home? Because I was just like, how does crazy Carter just be sitting in his house and Davis don't even care? I'm not sure. Maybe it was his office. Still, it was just like, who the fuck are you? He don't know crazy Carter from anybody else, you know? But he's so over the day, he was just like, whoever the fuck you are, you know, how you even got your ass up in here, I don't know. You know, Crazy Carter was just like, I know you upset, but how about if I can help you get your law license back together? Okay, because I know some people that know some people that know some people. Davis was just like, motherfucker, you better go on and just spit it out. You know, ain't nobody got time for this shit today. Well, you know what? I need some help. I need to get these people off the streets. And you the one that's closest to them. And Davis was just like, as long as my life not fucked over, you know, then maybe. You don't give him a yes or a no. Because Davis is not a yes or a no kind of person. He's always in the gray. Now, back at the school, you know, Tariq and Mel, they at the little student union / club at night. You know, they got a cute girl up there. She's singing and everything. Look like Mel, you know, with his jungle fever tendencies. He got his good eye on her. I don't know how it is that Tariq is also working here. Was it at the library? Okay, because this was another one of Tariq's Tim Job. He's a Heyman. And he's hating it. You know, he's over it. LSK is there. You know, girl, you did so good when she come off the stage. And of course, Mel tries to talk to her, but you know what? She know y'all unruly gangsters over there, drug dealers and everything. Like, no, she not. You a Western too? But she does humor Mel, but she ain't gonna get that man none. Now, Crazy Carter, he shows up and he wants to talk to Tariq. All right, and so yeah, I need to talk to you. And she was like, yeah, sure, officer. Okay, how did you know he was an officer? Again, because they all smell the same, like pee. Tariq's got his full-on schoolboy, so how can I help you, officer? You can cut the shit with me, Tariq. I know who you are, son of James St. Patrick. Okay, drug dealer, piece of shit, out there ruining the streets and getting my wife killed around here. I know who you are. You smell just like him. I was like, what do he smell like? Baccarat Rouge? James seems like he was a fine-smelling man. My dad has nothing to do with me. Crazy Carter was like, and you killed Nephew Jr. I know you did. Well, what I do know, officer, is that what you're saying is not admissible in court. Got to get up pretty early in the morning to get one over on Tariq. And Crazy Carter was just like, I know about you. Okay, you good. Okay, steady breathing, keeping that heart rate down. Not nervous or nothing, huh? Oh yeah, you good. It's gonna be fun breaking you, boy. Tariq now is just playing with him. Well, officer, since when do people like you talk to people like me like that? Well, have a great day, officer. And so Tariq is walking off and he was just like, hey, let me ask you a question, Tariq. You talked to your mom lately? You guys know that that's the trigger word for Tariq. Now, officer, you know that I can't. And Crazy Carter was just like, well, let me let you know first here that they about to let her ass back out on them streets. And you know it's a whole bunch of enemies out there that wants to get your mama. So I just wanted to let you know, put you up on game. You should be worried, young man. So now Tariq calls Davis. What you know about this Crazy Carter guy? He was like, oh, he made it to you too, huh? Yep, he did. Should I be worried? It looks like you might need to be a little worried about old Crazy Carter. You know, he on a mission, you know, some vendetta, his wife got killed and everything. So yeah, he gonna be bad news for us. So Tariq gets off the phone with Davis and he texts Tasha, Mama, we need to talk. So next thing we know, he goes to her job. And listen, I understand that Tariq, you know, is still trying to keep dibs. Why don't nobody know about this phone that Tariq got? Okay, that he's able to talk to his mom all willy-nilly. Okay? And then where the fuck is this damn witness protection program? Why is she just down the fucking street? Why is it that he can get whoever car and go see his mama that's working at looking like some like a Walmart or some along them lines? They should have put her ass in New Mexico. That's where everybody go to get lost. Not down in New Jersey some fucking where, a town off the street. So, you know, of course, Tariq is there. He worried about his mama. Mama, are you gonna be okay? You know, you need to get out of here. And she was just like, Tariq, I'm doing the best that I can. Okay. And he was just like, what the fuck is this? They got you working here, Kmart? Like, I don't like this. Not one bit. You know, some old one of her smarmy. He might not be a supervisor, but might be over her a little bit. You know, he come over there and he was just like, is there a problem? Oh, no. It's okay, Chuck, whatever the fuck his name was. It's okay, you know. And he was just like, well, I already told you, as he's rubbing her shoulder. We can't have no personal issues here. She was just like, I already told you, I'm going to handle it. Get away from me. Oh, his name was Chris. Chris, get away from me. I got this. Okay, I already told you once before about this shit. Tariq is sitting there watching all this and he can't stand it. Okay, my mama used to be a damn boss. She up here then got reduced down and taking unwanted advances from, you know, co-workers that's only making $10 an hour. Mom, what the fuck is going on? Nigga, do you remember that your mama is in witness protection? You ain't got no fucking money after all that drug dealing that you was doing. Your mama don't have no drug money. She don't have no money except for these few dollars that she make. I mean, what the hell do you want her to do? She can't order nobody around. But Tasha let him know that, yeah, the witness protection is it's a little shaky right now. You know, they was mad that she done got out and, you know, did what she did, you know. So now they was just like, you got one more time to fuck up. And Tasha already knows she gonna fuck up one more time at least. So she was just like, I need you to leave, Tariq. Okay, and I love you. I love you too, Ma. But Tariq can't let it go without going and threatening Chris. So, you know, when Chris gets off and he's walking to his car, you know, he drops his keys, and Tariq, oh, he's so tough. He smashes his tennis shoe down on Chris's hand. Okay, and you better not ever talk to Rachel again, or I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna burn everything down. Okay, do you get me? And then he squeezes his hand a little bit further just for good measure. And the guy's like, oh, yes, okay. Nigga, this old soft tennis shoe, I mean, you know, we done all had our hands smashed when we was kids. I mean, you couldn't do nothing. Shit, I'd have fucked that damn Tariq up. Oh, big ass Chris, just... Anyway, so, you know, Tariq gets back in his car and he's driving on back from New Jersey to New York, you guys, and his car breaks down. God damn it, this fucking car! He calls Mel, hey, I need you to come get me. Mel comes and gets him. He's at some little, you know, side little diner off the street. And, you know what, Tariq is just in a bad way. You know, fuck this. Okay, I'm making $11 an hour washing jock straps. And Mel can commiserate because Mel ain't your typical 9 to 5 kind of guy. Okay, the streets needs him. Okay, and they calling him. Tariq was just like, well, you know what, why don't we just go back to selling drugs? I was like, well, if it was that easy, what you stop for? Okay. I mean, where you gonna get these drugs from? What's gonna be happening for you guys to be able to do it? I mean, you guys are public enemy #1. People is out to get you and all that, and you just think that you about to go and sell some fucking drugs on the street. Tariq is Superman, like I told you guys. Yes, that's exactly what they gonna do. It does take a little convincing for Mel. You know, no, Tariq. You know, this is the best way to keep our family safe. Okay? You can't keep the family safe if you ain't got no fucking money, as far as Tariq is concerned. What happens to the Tejadas? Pray tell, and he was just like... Fuck the Tejadas. Mel was like, okay, well, like I already told you last week, where you go, I go. All right, so he down. And Tariq has a plan. I said, I kind of thought you would. Now let's jump over to Diane. So we see her, she in the bathroom, and she's real stressed out. Her heart is beating hard. You know, she nervous and everything. And I'm assuming she's taking her pregnancy test. And ding ding, once the time goes by, you know, she picks it up and she looks at it and she's got this real ill look on her face. I said, oh, look, old Junior is on his way. Now the question, oh, there go that motherfucker and jumped over on Mrs. Lowrider. Because I was nervous when I get out the car. I was afraid that it was going to try to jump on me. Now at least I know where that fucker is. That shit is big. He looked like a huge ass fucking fly. But he about this damn big, y'all. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So yeah, your girl is pregnant. And so she goes to the campus doctor. And she just got to get this confirmed. And sure enough, she is pregnant. You know, the campus doctor is like, I see your type all the time. Okay, cute little college girl out there just going to parties, fucking whatever, come her way. Ain't used protection the first. Okay, girl, do you even know who the daddy is? Of course I know who the daddy is. Okay, I mean, all right. Shit. Well, are you ready to be a mom? Because, you know, you got to have the right support. You have to bring the baby in the right environment. She was just like, lady, you don't know me or my life. So what you need to do is watch your mouth. I said, oh, look at Diana. Diane, she's tough. She gets up and walks out of there. She's so disgusted. Now, back at the house, you know, Monet is talking to Drew, and she was just like, listen, Drew, I know you're mad at me about what happened with Renzo and Gordo, but I did it for our family. And Drew was just like, Ma, you really seriously talking to me like that right now about that? You justifying what you did? Girl, go away from Drew with this. He was like, let me go get your pills. I was like, Monet, I would take the pills if I was you. Okay, where's Celie? She about to shave Mister. That nigga go in there, he get them pills, and he about to open them up and put some shit in there. Diane come in there as Suge and was just like, oh, hold on, baby. Put them pills down. She was like, you can't do this. You can't do this. That's our mother. That's all Diane knows, okay? That's our mother. Drew gonna kill that bitch. And she was just like, no, we are not gonna do that because we're better than her. We can be better than her. Okay, we ain't gotta be killers and murderers of our own family like she is. And, you know, Drew just kind of looking at her, but Monet is over there ear hustling. I said, boy, that got to be a terrible feeling to know that your kids is plotting to kill you, okay? So now Monet is just like, damn, did I fuck up that bad? I don't know why Monet didn't know that, but, you know, she goes and talks to cousin Janet. Hey, cuzzo, let me ask you. Did I fuck my kids up? Girl, you did the best you could with what you had. And Monet was just like, well, did I fuck them up so bad that I can't get them back? And Cuzzo was just like, girl, ask them. Okay, Drew standing right there, you know. Drew was just like, well, at least, you know, the fact that you're thinking about it, you know, that means something. At least he know your ass is human. So I guess that's a start for Drew. Maybe he can start this road to redemption when it comes to his mama. Okay, he got work to do, though. So, you know what, get your rest. I'll see you later. Kane goes to see Noma. She's mad that, you know, they done moved on her behalf and got rid of the guns and everything. And he was just like, bitch, what you want? Like, you told me to make some shit shake, and then when I do it, now you mad. You seem to forget who is boss around here. And bitch, you seem to forget. You asking these kids to do all these boss moves. Just as silly as could be. She say she running things around there, and it's obvious that Kane needs to learn that lesson personally today. So Jilted Loverboy, I think, is holding him down, and she was just about to inject him with something. You know what? Maybe this will make you feel a little bit better. Except Kane said that for her. She's like, what did you just say? He said, wasn't that what you was just about to say? She said, word for word. Okay? Bitch, don't tell me I got a fucking a worthy opponent here. Somebody that can meet me on my level. Okay, you can feel Noma's loins. They was heating up and shit. Girl, calm your tits, calm your tits. But just like, oh, you Effie, you, man, I'm just learning something left and right around here. Let him go, Jilted Loverboy, let him go. And I know Jilted Loverboy was sick that his Rico Suave moves didn't work on his girl. But now you got this kid looking like Noma. Noma was just like, you know what, let's sit down and have a little scotch. See what other ideas you might have. And Kane is just like, yeah, yeah. You know, he kind of looking around like, boy, did I just do that? You sure did, Kane. You so cute. Now, Jilted Loverboy, he go outside and, you know, he kind of in a huff because he done got sent away for this little boy with his boss in there. And there go Crazy Carter. Hey, my mans, come here for a second. So, you know, Crazy Carter's just talking to Jilted Loverboy, who he don't know from Adam, I'm assuming, about the shooting and all this and how it don't look clear cut and all that. And Jilted Loverboy was just like, baby, I don't know what you're talking about. That has nothing to do with me. I am not connected with any of that. Okay, Crazy Carter was just like, oh, but see, I was able to put all these dots together even though they don't make no sense. But you got them embassy green cards real quickly. Now how did that happen? Now, how was Crazy Carter to be able to put that together? That's because he's on a mission, you guys, from God. So, now he got to take Jilted Loverboy on down to the station. All right, and I said, oh, no, my girl, you don't know the problems you about to have because Jilted Loverboy already mad, and now they about to scare his ass, and hopefully he got some moxie. And then lastly, you guys, we see Tariq and Mel, you know, they watching 2-Bit of all time. And that 2-Bit come back like mold, huh? Just every now and then they decide to bring a 2-Bit in for a check. Okay, and remember 2-Bit last season took Tariq's car. Well, now it's payback as a motherfucker, you guys. So while 2-Bit goes into the restaurant and whatever, Tariq goes and breaks into his car and takes his car. Okay, 2-Bit, hey, come back with my shit. And Tariq was like, this is my car, motherfucker. That was Tariq evening the score. And where does Tariq drive to? To go meet Monet. You know what? They both got their guns because neither one of them trust each other. Okay, but he get in the car with Monet. So, you know, this Monet coming clean, you know, the kids they can't seem to find who tried to kill me. You know, Diane said that it wasn't you. And he was like, because it wasn't. Like, but you have every reason to want me dead. He was like, you also said that you had nothing to do with, you know, Tommy coming after my mother. Why would I come after Tasha, boy? And he was like, because Tommy mama told me that you gave Tommy Tasha's address. And she was like, who the fuck is Tommy mama? Tommy must have wanted her dead. Like, you know what? Who the fuck put Tommy mama up to it? That's who I need to know. Monet needs to know that now. Monet, why do it even matter, girl? Just know that everybody don't like you. Somebody want to kill you at every corner. Okay? But she was just like, whoever did it, they gonna die. And then, you guys, I'm hoping that that's where the show ended because that's where it ended for me. I was watching it on Mr. World Premiere, and I was just like, oh, that sure was a sudden ending. So, I don't know if I got the very end, but you guys get the gist. So, yes, that is the season 4, episode 2 of Power Book 2 Ghost this week. What did you guys think about it? A little bit not as fantastic as last week. It's gonna be a fun season though, you guys. All right, you guys, let me get on off of here and get myself together, go do my work and whatnot. You guys, make sure that you thumbs up the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm Roxanne. The channel is itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye. Scared bug is out there.